taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll start this drive going to the air. Wasting no time taking a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense. And I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Right on the money. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gives it on the option. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Huskies! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is
not enough space. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right, you don't force a short yardage situation.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rudolph. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Moving away from pressure. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might be changing the route. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. I'd rather put my offense on the field and...
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They'll go to the air. He's got him. Going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. That's reeled in. It's Rudolph. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Rudolph. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss sweep right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Muscling ahead on third and short. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Bruins come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Makes the catch. It's Keene. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Trying to move the sticks on third down.
42 spike.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're working that left side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Throws to the wideout. Takes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Gets it out fast. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field?
Are you ready?
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down.
Jackrabbit.
He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Appalachian State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds a little space. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Send the tight end in motion. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Finds the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, UCLA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important to get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Hunt is on its way. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, David.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Going for it all. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Snap it to the back. Got room to work. Turning it on! And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Snapped it in the shotgun. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you've got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Man, it looked like this offense was going to get in the end zone for sure. Was going to get a touchdown, but how about the defense bowing up, getting a sack, forcing an incompletion. Big 3rd down coming here.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Steps away. Fires downfield. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And I just love love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Wall. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Sends it back in motion. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to a running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They just keep firing. Pulls it in. It's Wall. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Huskies in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it, using the quick game. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to get it in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Gets the back moving. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the right. Crosses the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Fires on the move. And they're not on the same page there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And the pass pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught behind the line. It's Keene. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Kick is in the air. Hooks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Bringing it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic.
Oh, he's got some space. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st. Still running at the 40. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Walt. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After after a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
With the catch, it's Keene. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking for the score. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you can tell it's great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The incomplete pass brings up third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Keene. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They're willing to gamble. Let's see if it pays off. 4th and short from the 42. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense.
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husky.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Wyoming. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And you got to be so careful on defense trying to cover this game breaker in the slot. He's got speed, and he'll run double moves. He is a threat to go downtown and take the top off your defense.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. On first down, here comes this offense. He might want another play. Looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Keene. And they're able to get him down. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Keene. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Now he's going to break the pocket, trying to make magic with his feet. And he will be stopped short or stop himself short of the line to gain. What was he thinking there?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Made a defender miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
He'll toss it. Spins away from the defense. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Second down.
That's It's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Finds his man. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They want to throw it. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to...
Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in on the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. The Bruins want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little extra time. Finding an escape route. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That play right there may take a year off of the head coach's life. He thought his offense was going in for an easy score. They fumbled it. Could have been a disaster, but very lucky to pounce on it, and they get the touchdown regardless.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. He'll set up to throw. Here comes the heat. And the defense swarms him under the 2-point attempt is stopped. And so, too, is the attempt to tie the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last mix it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. The inside handoff. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
There's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point in the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Keene. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to...
Touchdown, Bruin! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for them.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
It's complete to the right. Turning it on. been dropped. Let's check on the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, if you're going to complete these stagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got the back in the middle. He's past the 30. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Just keep slinging it. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab right down the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Now second down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Are you surprised? Right, I'm going for my main guy. That's my dude out wide that I can trust. This is a moment where it's about trust, right? Late in the football game, we got to make plays. He goes to his go-to guy and makes a big play.
Snags it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. From the gun. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Huskies. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Incomplete on the two-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a one-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his tight end. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of